All right. Welcome, everybody. We have the ball.
Hi.
This week, missing Adam, but the three of us are here to give you guys all of the updates. Not too many on the list, so it should be pretty manageable. As always, we'll start out with what's in development, move on to what is rolling out, and then finally, with what's launched. We have nothing in canceled this week. So I'm going to go ahead and steal the thunder and pick the first one just because it's funny. And that is Microsoft Teams, the Unified Fun Picker. Just the name of it is just great. But users can now find all of their emojis, GIFs, and stickers in a combined picker. Browse and discover all the fun you need in one spot. So I love that.
One hub of content.
All the fun you need. So
And everybody gets it.
And it is coming in August. All the fun you need.
And you get a fun picker, and you get a fun picker.
My fun picker may not be the same as your fun picker, but we'll all have our own fun pickers.
Anybody that thought, man, I have to go to one spot for emojis and now I have to go to another spot for GIFs. Your feature's coming. It's coming. Yes. Anyway, all right. Tom, I'll pass it to you for something a little more serious.
I have no freaking idea how to follow up on that one at all.
That's why I stole it and went first.
Okay. You always let everybody else go. It was about time that you got to make an executive decision like that. I'm going to hit a couple stream ones because I just locked down our Stream Classic today. And so I'll be starting migrations here soon. Such is my life. Microsoft Stream, new add to playlist functionality. We're updating the functionality of the add to playlist feature in Stream. Soon you will be able to add a video to playlists stored in SharePoint sites while viewing this video in the Stream web app. To add a video to a playlist in a SharePoint site, you must be a member or owner of the site, which makes sense. So that's nice in the fact that if you have a lot of people who are part of the site and they're seeing videos that they really like, they can add them to maybe a common playlist, and you can share that information with everybody on the team. There's a couple other stream ones here, if I remember correctly. One is insert and playback videos in Word and PowerPoint. This one allows customers to insert stream on SharePoint, not Classic, videos into PowerPoint and Word using the existing insert online video feature in those apps. Video playback happens in line within Word and PowerPoint with enhanced playback features such as transcripts, captions, search, chapters, and playback speed controls. Stream on SharePoint videos are videos stored in a user's OneDrive business account or in SharePoint. Please note, video insertion will be available on desktop, client, and web, but not on mobile. Video playback will be available on desktop, client, and mobile. They just said that. PowerPoint off for Mac is supported, however. Word for Mac is not. I think those were the only two Microsoft Stream ones. So I will go ahead and pass this over to my wife and let her talk about things that make her happy.
Sure. Awesome. Things that make me happy are live translated transcripts in Microsoft Teams. Now, this is premium. So Teams premium users can now view live transcript in their preferred language during the meeting and choose to show the translated transcript with the original transcript as a reference. So I thought that was very interesting. I'm really interested in finding out from somebody who has English as a second language, how close that translation gets.
Corey doesn't have English as a second language, but Corey works right now with a team from China. And so as he's listening to them and as they're listening to him, transcripts is one of the primary ways that they do it, or they turn on in their language and different things like that, where they can hear each other. They're all speaking English, but it's a meeting with multiple users where English is not their first language. And so there's accents and there's different things there. And so he uses transcripts all the time. And I know that they do as well with him in their language. So that's a really cool use case, I think. So
yeah, because I don't have a good ear for accents. And it terrifies me to go to an ethnic restaurant and the person comes out and starts explaining the menu, but they've got a heavy accent. I'm like, I'm going to be at a complete loss here as to what they're saying. That would help me tremendously to be able to say, I can read your translation or subtext or transcription, and I will understand what you're saying because I can filter out the accent at that point. So
yeah, that's good stuff. Cool.
Well, And then I also wanted to touch on.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Outlook, multi-account search. So search, come the end of July of next year, 2024, search will allow results from all mailboxes configured in the app. So searches return in a single search merged results from all of their mailboxes on the message list. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that could be really nice if you're, have like some of your personal stuff, email stuff going combined with work stuff, especially like if you're a consultant, being able to get those all together.
Yeah.
Or multi-work things.
Yeah,
like multi-work accounts even. Yeah.
Especially if you're a consultant and you work with multiple customers where you have to have an email address from their domain to get in. That's going to be really helpful to be able, did I send it from my address or did I send it from that customer's address? And then Outlook reactions in Outlook for GCC.
Ooh, hey.
So Microsoft will be enabling reactions in Outlook, a feature that is already available worldwide multi-tenant for customers in the GCC moderate. Now there is no GCC moderate, there's GCC, GCC high, and the DoD. So are they going to be like halfway between GCC and GCC high?
I think GCC moderate is actually GCC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a term for it. So I think I think it's just someone uber technical wrote it. Yeah.
That's the full given name. Okay. Yeah, and that's all I had in development.
Yeah, there is a bunch for Purview. And that's coming. You've got cloud attachment support files, retention support for files shared as cloud attachments or links. This is going to the government clouds. Insider risk forensic evidence for the government cloud. So basically a lot of the things that are in the commercial version are going to be coming to the Gov Cloud. So that is great. I think that's all I saw. There's also some information protection for tracking and revoking things, and then compliance portal, SQL detection sequence detection starting with downloads from third-party sites. So just more and more in this compliance and security space. This space is very, very big right now. I think those are all of them. I don't know if you have ones you want to add, Tom.
Not for Purview, but there was one other one that I wanted to just mention.
Oh, great.
And that's Outlook. And this is for Outlook, the new Outlook for Windows, which is coming soon to a tenant near you, and Outlook for the web, and that is preserve decline meetings. So it's a new calendar setting in Outlook. Yeah, it's setting a new calendar setting in Outlook on the web, and the new client will enable users to choose if they want their declined meetings to be removed or kept on their calendar. Declined events will not show as tentative nor block out your free busy time when other people try to book time with you. I think that's great if you're trying to get a more holistic view of all the meetings you're, called into and how many of them do I decline? I don't know. Well, if you set this, you can say, I decline half the meetings I'm invited to. I've got proof.
Well,
right
to be perfectly honest, it's more of if I decline a meeting because I have to prioritize one over the other, and then something happens and that one changes, then I can go back to that other meeting. But if I've deleted it, it's no longer in my inbox. So then I'm like, I got to go ask to be reinvited, or I've got to know where it is in Teams so I can go in and join. So I was really happy when I saw this because I'll definitely be making that change.
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, cool.
Okay.
Well, moving on to awesome. Well, moving on to rolling out. Tamara, do you want to get us started?
Sure. I'll start with Microsoft Teams updates to Bookings app experience in Teams. So the booking apps in Teams will be updated to match the web version, ensuring consistent features across all entry points. Now, the current experience in Bookings app in Teams is available in the new virtual appointments app. So with this update, features such as queue, forms integration, and scheduler initiated SMS reminders for appointments that are available in the Bookings app in Teams will be available only on the new Virtual Appointments app on Teams. And that is as of today, because it says July 2023.
That would be today.
Go for it.
On my side, I will revert back to my favorite topic, stream. The first one, automatic transcriptions for video files uploaded to SharePoint, Yammer, Viva, and Office.com. So any of those videos that are uploaded to any of those destinations will have transcriptions automatically generated shortly after upload. This feature will not be available for A1 and trial tenancies. We'll call it tenancies. So I think that's really good if you're wanting to have transcriptions on a regular basis, but you don't want to have to remember, did I turn it on? Did I not turn it on? Those are going to be generated for you automatically. And I think that when I saw the roadmap item for this, I think there is actually a setting where if you're not using transcriptions in your environment or can't because of PHI concerns, you can actually turn that off. The other one is for stream migration tool for GCC customers. So the stream migration tool will become available for GCC customers on yesterday. Helps you migrate your videos from Stream Classic to SharePoint sites and OneDrives, and admins can select some or all video and audio files in Stream Classic and then move them to SharePoint folders, SharePoint site collections, or specific OneDrive folders. I really envy the GCC people that are getting this tool now, because they have not had to live through the dumpster fire that has been getting that tool ready up until this point. It's been really ugly, things not working, people complaining that they gave us a tool that was not fit for purpose. This is nice in the fact that GCC will be getting the benefit of everything that's come before. And so their migration path will probably be a lot better than people who actually started trying to do it back in February of this year. So congrats to you all. I envy you.
Well, I've got one. Outlook control inbox and calendar sharing options in Outlook Mobile. So this is going to be one that is either going to be super helpful to people, or I think someone will turn it off. Some people will turn it off. But this is going to allow Outlook Mobile users can give author, editor, and reviewer permissions to their inbox from their mobile experience. They can also give view, edit, and delegate permissions to their calendar from the mobile experience. This is great because if someone's on the road and stuck and says, oh, I need help with something, they're going to be able to do that from their own phone. And so I think that's going to be great because sometimes you don't know you're going to be away and then something comes up and then you're away. And so this will be super helpful, I think, versus having to call the help desk and say, help me give this person permissions. They'll be able to set it and control it from their mobile device. But don't worry, the feature provides admins with the ability to use app configuration settings to turn the ability for users to do this off. So if it's something that couldn't work for where you're at, then admins can turn it off and control it. But if it is useful, it should be very useful. That's going to start rolling out to everything. So GCC High, DoD, worldwide, all of that in July. So should be now. So also, there's some navigation updates in OneDrive for the web. And so they're going to allow you to shrink and expand things, as well as having a plus add new button. So I think that one's coming. And then also, we are introducing minor color, font, and icon changes to the user interface on OneDrive for the web. So we'll see what that means. It might just be changing the default font, but we'll see. We'll see what comes.
It's really minor. I've seen before and after pictures. I'm like, I can't.
You're like, I can't tell the difference. Good.
Especially with the fonts. I'm like, here's the fonts before, here's the fonts after. I'm like, did you not update that correctly? Because looks like the same fonts to me. So, a couple more that I missed one of. Oh, what did you want?
I was just going to say one other one that I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead.
Was Microsoft Teams Premium is going to allow you to customize and edit emails for webinars. And this, I haven't seen much in Teams Premium that would make me want to switch. This would make me want to switch. So you can customize and edit content for webinar emails, including registration confirmation, reminder emails, cancellation notices, and more. I wish I had that now.
I wonder if this is going to be one of those things that the person who's doing it has to have Teams Premium, or do the people who are getting it have to have Teams Premium?
Well, considering webinars can be for people outside of your organization, I'm going to go with just the organizer.
It seems so.
We'll see. Well, that will be an interesting one to follow.
Yeah.
I did miss one stream one earlier. Preview and playback of stream videos in line on Teams chat and channels. So instead of you seeing a link that you have to click on, then it goes over to stream and then launches it from there, you're going to see the video in line in the channel you click on and it starts playing immediately in the channel, which I think is awesome. I love that one. And the other one that I really like, and I really want to go out and see if we've got it because I love this feature. OneNote editor text predictions. When you compose or edit content in OneNote, editor text predictions anticipates your writing and suggests a suitable word or phrase online. This saves time and helps you reduce typos. This is basically the same feature you've seen in Outlook. You see it in Word. You see it in just about everything except for OneNote, but now that's fixed. So I love the fact that you're going to be able to type in OneNote and it'll go, hey, I think, when you say happy, I'm going to think you want to say birthday, and you save all that typing. So, and especially if I'm assuming that hopefully this would also be something that would eventually make it to mobile, because I do not text well on a phone. And if it's going to give me anticipatory gratification on previous or predictions on what's coming out in my OneNote client if I'm using my phone, I am so all for that. So that's a good one.
Awesome. Well, Tamara, do you have anything else in rolling out?
The only other one was forms, and that's allow respondents to edit their responses. Now, this is for the government clouds. So it allows form respondents to edit their own responses, and the forms creator can change the setting to allow or prohibit these edits. I think that's important, especially if you're doing quizzes.
Yes.
So, and that comes out in July, and that's going to be for GCC.
Awesome. Well, there's only a couple there, so I'll do one, and if you guys want to cover the other two, you can. But Microsoft Teams, the hotline phones. So this
I don't
would
want to
be
cover anything now.
if you're in a parking lot and you see the blue phone and the blue phone calls emergency services, it's that type of thing. Or a help desk phone somewhere where you can pick up the phone and it's going to automatically dial somewhere. Think on a floor or a warehouse or something like that. So it's going to allow administrators to program Microsoft Teams certified phone devices to directly dial a pre-configured phone number or contact. And then the hotline can be set up directly through the device settings or the Teams admin center. So that's a feature that if you were looking for that to kind of probably finally phase out your other phone systems, that's launched in July of 2023. So it should be launched now and available to you. So Tamara, Tom, I don't know if you guys want the other ones.
I wanted to touch on the Microsoft Purview because we're doing a lot with records management with a particular client right now. So this will be really opportune. So Microsoft Purview Compliance Portal Data Lifecycle Management. So it increases the limit per label for disposition, review, and proof of disposition for the US government clouds. So this features removes the per label 1 million item limit for items, pending disposition review and proof of disposition, including record labels. Now the tenant limit of 16 million total items pending disposition and disposed still exists. And Microsoft apologizes for any inconvenience on this late
That
update.
is the first time I have seen that on the roadmap.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Sorry about that, folks.
For any inconvenience this has caused you. That might be the funniest thing on the roadmap this time. I think
this
that
time,
should
yeah,
just...
we've had funnier things in the past. We won't go into those.
Awesome.
And the last one, since they left me one, Microsoft Edge version 1.1.4, updated Microsoft root store policy. Support has been extended for the Microsoft Root Store enabled policy. The policy will now be supported through and including Microsoft Edge version 114. If you know what that means, I'm happy for you because I
So for
don't know any
someone
of
who
that.
goes first all the time, he sure gets sad when there's only 3 and 2 people went in front of him.
Mhm.
So you might need to have some self-reflection there, Tom, and just be okay.
I will look on my belly button for extended periods of time.
Oh, too funny, too funny. Well, that's all we have today. There's nothing in canceled. So we'll be back next week with more updates coming your way. Thanks,
Awesome.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.